Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jean-Christophe and today I'm gonna review a hand I played online with Pocket Jacks. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on every decision made by myself and my opponent, so I hope you enjoy. The hand takes place at the NL25 tables. It's a Zoom format, so every time you fold a hand, you get dealt a new hand at a new table. For this hand, it's gonna be between myself and the cutoff and the button. For this opponent, I don't have any info, so I'm just gonna use basic ranges here. Starting preflop, we have pretty clear open with pocket jacks when it falls around to us on the cutoff. So we see here it's pretty high up in the range. So I'm just gonna make it 2.5x times the blinds. It allows me to open a wider range of hands. The button is gonna 3-bet me um, and it's gonna choose a 3x size my opening size, which is pretty standard. You can do that with a lot of middling good to very good hand, since we both are playing from the late positions. After the button has 3-bet, the blinds are gonna fold and the action is back on me. I'm gonna choose here to 4-bet this hand, along with all the big pocket pairs. Also, I'm gonna 4-bet all the strongest aces and the better offsuit broadways. And why don't I choose the suited counterpart of these hands? Is because the suited ones have a good playability post flop and can play better defensively than their offsuit counterpart that is really wanting to either have the lead post flop or just take down the pot right here. The button here is just gonna call. I expect him to call with mid to high pocket pairs. Uh, why the lower ones is probably because our ranges are wider since we're both playing from late positions. Also, the same reason applies with aces and kings. You don't necessarily want to 5-bet jam on me with those hands because now I'm just gonna call with really really good hand and fold the rest. So since I have the lead and he can play in position on me, I think he got better odds to just call and make more money in the long run. Yeah, and he's gonna defend also with the best part of his suited hands. The flop comes 6-5 ace with a diamond draw and two straight draws. So I'm not really worried about my opponent having any low straight draw with like 7-8 or 4-3 or some kind of hand. This is a 4-bet, but if he have those draws, well, he's just setting money on fire here. I'm just gonna check with most of my range here, so that's what I do. The reason why is because I want some protection out of position and don't want to blast off into a hand I don't know or get float and get bluff later, so I have to fold. So I start with a check with most of my range. I will bet with the offsuit broadways and the ace king because these hand well, if I can make him fold a pair with queen jack off, well, that's great result. And also, I'm gonna have value hands like ace king, where I block most of all the values you can have. I'm gonna check with the rest, including the ace jack off, ace queen off, because these hands need some protection too, and I just don't want to see him having ace king. So yeah, I'm just gonna check here. After I check, my opponent decide to stab the flop for a small sizing. He you don't need to use a big sizing at all here. It's a 4-bet pot. The stack to pot ratio is already lower, and the range are super strong, so he doesn't need to bet a lot. He's gonna do it with hands that don't perform well against my checking range. If you want to make my strongest part of range fall, he should bet with like the lower part of his range, while he's not probably not going to bet with kings, queens, and jacks because they have too much value. Also, the same for ace queen and ace jack, but I think he can start betting with all those. He's gonna have value, of course. He's gonna have aces, ace king, king queen suited, queen jack suited for the sorry the diamond variety, of course. So he's gonna keep the some bluffs in, and also the value part, and like his middle part of range is mostly gonna check back and take a turn. Facing a stab from the button here, I'm gonna have my whole range check calling here at least once. My hands are just simply too strong to check fold. I go with the call, and we see the 9 of club on the turn, and here I just simply have to check again. My range is not changing at all. The same plan applies, but I'm gonna fold to more pressure because now the button should definitively bet with all his good hand here. He's gonna bet the sets if he got nines now. He's gonna bet his aces because he don't want to get outdrawn. So yeah, he's gonna get value with a bet. When my opponent decide to check back, here he's gonna have like the weakest part of his range. He's gonna have also ace king for some value, and also he's gonna have queen jacks and king queen of diamond for a draw. You want to realize his equity by checking back and taking the free card, so he's gonna play in position for the river. For the river, we see the 5 of spade, and now I'm just gonna check to him. I have a lot of showdown value, and I'm not getting any value by betting from Warsan. So, like, he's gonna either stab or take the showdown too, so I'm really comfortable checking with everything here. After I check, the button is gonna shove here, slight overbet. He's gonna do it with all his lower pocket pairs, so he can make me fall jacks, queens, and kings with the pressure. He can have also ace king suited, and he's gonna have the lowest miss flush draws as queen jack. He's not gonna have king queen suited often because this hand's just got a lot of value against my flush draws. So yeah, he's gonna take a stab mostly with a bluff. So here when I have pocket jacks, I'm just gonna have to call here, and that's what I do. So I make the call, and now we see his hand. He got sevens. So yeah, he was at the bottom of his range. That makes sense. I think the turn is really the important point here when he decide to check back. Um, I think he's not gonna have anything better than me except maybe some ace kings. So yeah, I'm just snap calling here with the against this overbet jam. If you like the content, please take some time to give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like that. It will help my channel a lot. And again, thanks you for watching. See you next time.